For your more be watching be my bar, be jumjumedi, so midin the caba, penny fat and I say, brass say, you didn't pensing more at 12. And I don't pay no effort, and some are the normal everyday issues, and some are how, and some are hammer, and some are a be utiana or come to, a we utiana besides a. Na Ghana sans me be to me see na. I know you come out, you be the no pay na, yepim so near corner, mom, hey, multitvworld.com/streams a live streaming na baby awo na wo internet access no on sabi timi akan na ya to an komodie no eso sanso na wo mem ha na baby ahwe no multi tv na no pay bedwam na ya tena se no wo text messages a obetimi dia brain 1760 ana kaba@myjoyonline.com na fe ya to an komodie no so na etimi aboa na etimi edi aboa my Ghana nkutawde etimi akonkan na ena no pay enkomo ben na ye dwen ho na nsanye marketing kete nkutonkwa kete abusuan tokwa ade ana on time TB o Ghana se abusuan bi asori wa abusuan ba akoso kasa kuo bi fubo bi asoro kasa kuo bi so na adane ntokwa sebe enam bibi kitwa bi ebesenti nti ubete na wa ahensem nti na ya tututuo na ya hye ebinum agapade na aye basa obeti na yendi na ama ne homene so obeti na ene hohoi na ama ne homene so nkramofo ne yenuanum agufo na enipa ewu obeti na ho emanfo bi a sebe wo mo hye bonsam tawa prosifo ekwa akochiwom na adane ntokwa ne abru prosifo ne ahye agapade ne ane basa ekunfi obehwe na agbefo ne infantefo na eno so aye basa obi okuwie kubenti tesase ne ba amanfo ntwen nti asem na ase na yede ho agim na ye bisi basa ena no pemira ho minim se ne awon so hunu efa na ye ba bedwendwen sanse mi ho ye kro no ne ye kro no ano o text message hu yame na no pempanifa aton sa from no wadi kan tena se owura Joshua Hamidu Akamba Deputy National Organizer edema NDC watena se obani emakwaba ye hani musa kwabra bomfe junior wo kane National Youth Organizer de CPP ne wono CPP anemu se opese opre akonwa ede ko mrahye bedwam Kintampo North wo abekan sa bedwendwon ena nsema ne yadwen ho insecurity ema no home so omemu ha ebe se ebe call Ministry of Interior na owura aboa na so owura kobie champion ye ne be twetwe nkomo na ebisa ne se niema ekoso ha no so ampa se Ghana for yinya rehemu se pusifo ne bambofo ebebo ehuma ya na mobeka ya be se afe ne fa enso ni na Amina Bas asemi kobae eno so security asem kro ya sabre no ebe ye dija amanyosem kra de ne hu bagimu eno court tena ase a wato asem na atwene because prosecution antimi do you see enough evidence nyina so pa ebe kire se ababawa no ese de ne to afiase ebre ma ekwan so a ensem bia efa amanyosem mu ye de bebrɛw na afi ya to ankomodie nso na mamenfa enkomo afiri hohoi enfanto ansa na ye de niam akeka ho na bobom samo beka ya asemo ekoso ewo hohoi ene se abrantie bi a oye kremoni na ekire se wo mo eye adwuma ewo efie bi mu eben hohoi municipal hospital na adwuma no wo ye no ana kanea efa ni nsem na ekire se ekiki no ema ye de ne koto hohoi aban ya sabia omukoduru ho no na eja anesfo se munkoe card munkoe sei nti ansa ne be card ni niam be wie no na brantie no ato anana no se do no wawu emanam so ma mabunu a wo mo wo zongo ewo hohoi bufu yie pa sa doctor fo ne anesfo na anyom adwuma yie ema om koto hye om so bro mu yie papa asemi koto hohoi ohene pon anim togbiga gabusu anim mo ka kire mabunu mo zongo ya hohoi se omunko no omunko pacho ansa na asem ne aka ne akwa akohwe nwemu mabunu na ampere akwa anko pacho nsem ne na mu anti ma na so ma na nan mahemfo bui traditional area ka kire se ene se mo so mo pacho na enso ye mpere makramuni bia ye nsie no ya asasi so asem ne na mu a asa agro na chief imam ya wo hohoi akowu okowu mi ye kosie no a ade achi na sebe yetuni funu eda abonten wo lord kwan ho ema ekramufo mabu na ho ezongo bufu yie papa ema wom koto hye ohene a wo hohoe na hemfie togbe gaga buso hemfie ehye na japade ahemfie ahye no baase hohoe ahye no ema sese na koye twema mentwe enti abusuan tokwa nkramufo ene agbefo a wo hohoe ena di asiani enra anajo national security and the Ministry of Interior on the advice of the Volta Regional Security Council any DISEC and I say music one more at 6 a.m. 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. dusk to dawn curfew at the ato hohoeso na enye no nko so what the treaty na nyameka ka wo nyina no di bomu na ebinum asema ombisa say the important na ekoso mem ha say Ghana ne anti senka asemba ke be pria ne akwa akohwe asem no ba bi asem no free na baaye na ade na ne asemba amanfo nyambotre asem a ye dwen ho na no pay ye pem so ne ekọ ne de interviews bebre na de bebre omu ye be call Volta Regional House of Chiefs ye be call Hohoe Traditional Council ye be call Minister Volta Region na call Interior ne akwa kubisa say de important na ekoso na de other related issues na kon ekunfi na akwa nso asem kroya bi abrantie kwaku mensa ya wo kwaku wia obi kube na waba no aba abechi wo nafom ho a ekodane tokwa ma ode sekanto ne minimum trinity ema asemi baaye no emabunu a womo ewo eye ekunfi na akwa fantefo kwotosha agbefo so sese omususu se agbefo no eneku papa no asemi ntwemra ne nipa bia awu atoto ya hye binum agapade aye basa ene asem na bepie ema abetodwa se abrantie kwaku mensa ono akasa na woko no woko wiade ema okutwa papa yiti eno so de abusan tokwa ade aba captain mami misa woni afika kra o memu ha no me eja yensu eja minyi kra no meni afika kra kama ya bekenkan what house nyina yeko bi wo ho a unhu se unia we ya egbeni unhu se we yesremuni unhu se we ye fantini ye nyina ego nipa baako yedware bom kodan ni ndidi bom este one classroom nti ube wie school kra no na unhu se unia we ya egbeni ana so yesremuni sanse ye nyina ye nipa baako I don't know all of a sudden tribalism asha say unity o mem hasa and I what that na kata ni ya kata so
tribalism any oman na every politicians any utterances na yeah we if we say sa political party a fine hadia and this other political party is also for this other group. Now political leaders make certain utterances and no what has anything got to do with
we dem patcho mamiko Volta Regional Minister nkasa Volta Regional Minister Ora Henry Ford Kamel ahomano so yeni ndi nkoma akra. Mr. Kamel, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good to have you on the line. How is the Volta region as we speak today, especially Ho and Hohoe?
Both situations are calm. I think that normalcy has returned. The tempers have gone down. The security is in full control. And I think that we are all happy with the present situation.
Let's take it one after the other. We know that the incident that happened in the whole municipality between the youth, particularly when the police, swooped on them after, searching for those who were peddling drugs. What is the status of that situation, sir?
For now, the police are still conducting further investigations. Quite a number of people have been arrested. Some weed was found on them. And I think that they will take it from there. We have also taken steps to ensure that people are assured of their safety and that what happened was an effort to stamp our authority on the situation, and that the police will only engage in an exercise to sanitize the environment and rid the environment of undesirable activities and people who are engaged in undesirable activities. We brought all the stakeholders on board. We talked to chiefs, we talked to family members, we talked to youth leaders, and I believe people are now more aware of the situation, and they are aware that they must cooperate with government and cooperate with the police to ensure that our society is free of undesirable activities. So people understand what is going on, and people are now collaborating with us, and tempers have gone down, and we're in full control of the situation.
We understand that the youth who marched onto the police station vandalized some properties belonging to the police service. Is that correct? And how many police officers were injured in the process?
I don't think that some police officers were injured. And some items belonging to the police were definitely vandalized, but they are not of a massive scale, and I think that we have taken control of the situation, and these things will not happen again.
Let's shift attention to Hohoi, which I understand by, upon advice from the Regional Security Council that you chair, the Ministry of Interior has imposed a 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew on the municipality. How do you rate security concerns in the municipality this morning?
Everything is normal now. I think that the imposition of the curfew was very relevant and appropriate. The whole circumstances are a bit different from and are a bit also different from what is happening in other countries. You see, we had to be very proactive, and we had to act very, very fast, because this was basically a clash between the Muslim community and the indigents. And you realize that all over the country you have, and the Hohoi case, if we do not handle it properly, could ignite further communal clashes in other parts of the country. And so we had to be very stern, we had to be very fast, but we had to also to be very professional. And so RECSEC felt that let us impose a curfew. And so we sought approval. We made some recommendations to the Ministry of Interior and Security. And thank God they granted the request for a curfew. And so there was a curfew, and thank God nothing happened. People obeyed the curfew rules. And this morning, I think that we are all happy. Nothing nasty happened in the course of the night.
Do we know to what extent the curfew is supposed to last, as in number of days?
Yes, for now, it's basically for about a few days, but we are going to continue monitoring the situation closely. And when we are satisfied that normalcy has indeed returned and the situation is under full control, we will make the appropriate recommendations for its lifting.
We understand, those of us in Accra understand that, surrounding communities who have, relationship with the Bui Traditional Council were massing up the Asafo youth companies to come and support those of the indigents. How true is this report, sir?
Yeah, we also gathered such information. Our intelligence picked up this information. In fact, that's one of the reasons why we imposed the curfew. Both factions had their supporters massing up from various parts of the region. And we hear they were coming to either support the Muslims or support the indigents. But thank God, we are in firm control. And we are even taking further steps to ensure that wounds are healed. This morning, we may be fortunate to host the National Chief Imam, who will come to Hohoi and interact with all the factions and share his wise counsel with all of us. We believe it's going to be a very important step, because this is a national figure whose pedigree cuts across every section of the country. He's well respected. We believe that his coming there and his wise counsel will also go a long way to heal the wounds and also ensure that we have some reconciliation.
But do we, as we speak this morning, know the whereabouts of Togbiga Gabusu?
Togbiga Gabusu is safe, is happy, happy about our prompt response to this situation, and there's no cause for alarm. There's nothing to worry about.
There are conflicting reports as to the number of deaths reported in the Hohoi incident. Do we know exactly how many people have died as a result of the conflict that ensued yesterday?
Yesterday, while we were with the Muslim community, we realized that quite a number of people had lost their lives. I think about 2. And then later on, there were some violent behavior from some sections of the society, and it attracted the wrath of the security people there. I think that in the course of ensuring sanity, some people also lost their life, about 2 people. For now, we don't have very accurate figures. Maybe in the course of today, we'll begin to get very clear on exact figures. But for now, let's say about 4 lives have been lost.
Mr. Kamel, I want to thank you very much. And as you go, monitor the situation, we'll come back to you to get, updates on what is really happening in that part of Ghana. We want to thank you very much.
I'm always available. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Ora Henry Fort Kamel, Volta Regional Minister. Nkoma ayedi ni nyina no fa anamuntu a mpanifo etu edefa sansam no se ne be a asomdwe betimi aba ho na etimi aboama amanfo akoma atom yem kakra.
So na me kasa na sa uhwe our political leaders and the comments that we make, why would an issue come in the central region? Emra, police were yet investigating. Our journalist brothers and sisters take it up. Then another group think that this is a problem between the Evers and the Fantis, and so let's go into attack. And yet very necessary. And that is why we kept warning. Say, when Honorable Kennedy Japan was arrested at the police headquarters, you see the lawlessness that happened there. To the extent, say, even the chief prosecutor was beaten. It has never happened. Now, when you make a move, so who started Sanyamana? I didn't never be brave, basabasaye about mine. And so the leaders, political leaders, should be mindful of certain statements that we make. Any confusions are causing within our people. Andra, Volta Region Assembly, there's a 6 o'clock anapa. And I call free within the Muslim community. Now I brand a catch me say, Omuko see on Henena, and I was as a see Limam, and chief no car say Omuntia 10 million, any 2 cows, and Sana, Yapinama is see Papano, into Anajo, and Omuko see Limam, and Obiko ye. You see, and we should also learn that we should not take the law in our own hands. A hard dream, papa. You see, and so we should hold some people responsible for this kind of behaviors.
But share for Central Region, the Central Regional Minister Ebeka said we should blame it on Kennedy or Japan comments not making. It turned out say apparently na ene busunya tokwa kra e will be no Korea there na new rabeche no na dan tokwa no trinity. Such comments are if leaders enum no eboa ma ye resolve issue problems.
Say I don't think say if somebody is wrong we should go on to make it look wronger. What you say Central Region as American say where in this nation that we know say there's this police, there are police men on the ground who are supposed to investigate and come out with report. Now why would political leaders get up and make comments that will inflame the passion of the people. What has coconut, Obikobi and the coconut, what has that got to do with going to attack the Evers community?
And only problem I may want to say, Ebanisena, Fantifo, Mranti, and Mema no more hono, almost say, Abusapeni na yakuno no, before the
and America say that is the irresponsible statement that politicians make. It's very irresponsible.
They when they are reporting from the ground, though.
And America say the irresponsible statement is that, if me, a politician, go to stand somewhere in Tamale and say the Andanis should go and attack the Abudis, or the Abudis should go and attack the Andanis because of this and that and that. And if this happens, this is exactly what we're going to do. It will be a mark and it will be there. It will be waiting. One day, the little thing, yesterday I was saying it on another radio station, say, you see, let's all have the opportunity to watch Hotel Rwanda. Simple statements. What happened in this Kunkamba and then Nanuma? Guinea fowl. Guinea fowl. And people lost their lives. Soldiers died. Police died in those areas. Why? Because of irresponsible statements that politicians had made during those times. And so I think that politicians should be mindful of certain things that they say. We should rather focus on telling the people what we'll be able to do to better their living.
But is it not true, say, politicians, because say situation, you know, more create that ethnic tension, you know, more profit, more young for so but
you see, it will be very, very sad. Say, Obedrin say, Mamin divided. And now, I mean, at least, above 30. Why is it that Cecilia yet say, we every hanum, Esimesi every hanum, we a tenny, we are Beni, we are Santini? It never used to happen. We're all in school together, we dine together, we bath together, we do everything in common. What has changed that in this 22nd century? America, there are different tribes in America, different groupings. But will you be able to identify, say, this is coming from here, this person, they all speak one language. They understand themselves. We have grown to this extent. What is sending us back again? For us to start identifying, say, oh, we are Beni, and there's a problem with Honoma. You see, if we do that, we'll end up causing the problem that happened in the days of Buzia when people were chased out of the country. You see, where people are identified that you don't come from Ghana, so you should go to your country. We should be very, very careful that we are all one and we must coexist, we must live, and we must also identify that we are governed by laws.
Yeah, can law so as na atwumaje agina asamba akoso say yeah can say me na you say your security services or memo your police, your BNI, your CID, your national security, your soldiers yeah omu nyina eboa sa national security intelligence services no ntimi pick up sa signals we na ye twa amade ni si ansa na o say o ye the military and police detachment e ko mo akoso ano adenti na yet sir
and rana me can or radio station say we have the BNI, we have the national security, we have the police service, right? That's why we have police service, BNI, who are not supposed to be in uniform, so they cannot be identified. And then only we were a BNI officer. Those days they used to call them the special branch. It would be difficult. Basasia is become fashion.
That's what national security.
Obi no akodi bone no say or chika or sidobika or say national security operative. You see, we have abused the system in such a way that today it doesn't work anymore. And I think that successive government and government should look up to this thing and be able to criminalize it. Because with the security agency, if you US, you will not be able to identify who a CIA agent is or a FBI agent is. And he'll be eating with you and drinking with you and you will not know. What has changed? That the BNI, national security on the ground, because in every region and district, they are there. Why would they be able to pick these signals? They said that they make kind. If people were there, if the BNI, right, were on the ground, the previous night they would have seen that something had happened. The police have something they call the situation report, secret. Would have sent it and wireless message everywhere to security agency. By the next morning or the dawn, by the time the people get up, police have taken and soldiers have taken cover. I mean, they've taken position in the whole area. So you don't end up getting these problems happening. So what do we wait? Why do we wait to lose precious life? One life is so important. And I keep telling our people that that life, you never get it back. Your house can burn, your car can burn, everything that you have can destroy, but you can get them back. The only thing you can't get back is your life. So why do we allow our people to play around with their lives like that? But, and when we talk about lawlessness, we ourselves, you just mentioned that the law says that you should not do drugs. Police move into going to arrest people who are into drugs. And what is so difficult for the police services is that when they are arrested, we same politicians,
we call
exactly. So people take the laws into their hands, knowing that they have politicians supporting them. Like what happened in Accra here, when Kennedy Japan was arrested. Do you see the way people vandalized the police? They were throwing police stones. When you throw stones at me, I'm supposed to go and report it to the police. But you go there now and throw stones at police. You see, we should be able, and I am calling for this our information services that I don't know whether they've gone to sleep, to start educating the Ghanaian. Start going around into the communities and telling them, most of our institutions, I think for the past years and years, I don't see them as working.
They are sleeping.
They are sleeping. Most of the institutions that are supposed to be doing this, the BNI, the national security, why would they wait? Why should I be the one to have heard early morning that there was going to be a problem?
But no, as a good citizen, no security services in Amania. What is happening?
I made effort to even speak to the regional minister. Because he's the head of security in that community. I didn't get him. And that is our frustrations. Why should I get information from Hohe that this is what is happening? Why? What are the BNI? What is our taxpayers' money doing in paying them? Diana Yesika, me know, you contribute, you cut off fuel deducted, you hospital deducted to be able to pay our security service. What is happening that our people would allow 3 lives, say 3 poor, masa, bakum poor? I mean, it's bad. I think our institutions should wake up and work.
Our institutions should wake up and work. Busafo eguso ayedin komo. I hear text messages about yen to ankomodie so stretching the argument further. Say ye tire mu kese na ebisa say enti say security service no mo ho na no pay ya mo hear say DSP because for can be cause DSP because for DSP se fasata ni ebisa na say the security for no aden say no adwuma no mu ntimi nyaa na minim say national security for na no mission mo independence square mo am cause o kaba o ye adwuma mo hwe programming mo text mo de won pese ye bobu odin kra say die na esi mo kwanti ma mo adwuma no enko ye ti say na esen ka ekro no me say mo send me text message 1760 and our email kaba@myjoyonline.com na mun kan kire me say kaba ye adwuma no say ni say ye nya kade ye nya pen any paper ye nya hwan infantry report na me infanto president anim because president program wo he ni en kan kire no say mo how pa ni ntina adwuma no muntimi nye ni ye no because say amanfo ewre ya omo mu no arehemu no yakofom the kofom be ha dwen ye papa ye text message saba kaba please tell government to release money for the EC to pay the biometric officials. Government do test can no ntimi nti EC for hache. I say Kaba, Badwam, President Mills and the entire NDC cannot fulfill a single of their plenty promises made. Then the NDC does not need to stay in power again. From Said Ibn Abdul Rahman Teshiman. Badwam, Kaba, stopping policemen on various highways can never bring any votes to the NDC. if this is the strategy from Said Ibn again in Teshiman. Kaba, politics will kill Mother Ghana. Please, Kaba, let Ghanaian leaders be aware that if somebody disagree with you, it does not mean the person is your enemy. From Wofa Kwesi Sehi Buakon or say Yankupon Shram any sa program where Amodia Bay. A happy birthday and comma Abuja ya or Breman Brakwa DA Primary School. If you are down for Mickey and our day a buy. Or say it is enya ho en kwa enya ho any home kwa Kwasa is even worse. I'm a security officer there. Oh you are ebi na abano Bibacho national security somewhat or sick passa voter region also your worse. Somewhat we all move to one and more. One better how I know so I did some near for you to America. Come on, I wonder what is happening to our country today. I thought the NDC were angels. They use the Yana death issue to gain political support in Dagbon. Now, what do we see today? All over Ghana, violence and killing everywhere. The NDC has failed and does not deserve to lead us again. The better Ghana is better Ghana. Kaba, why should we attribute the issue in question to politics? Elvis, Bremane Sukuma, and on the back. Kaba, why don't you invite MPP men to face this NDC man? Or is he afraid the MPP? Or is he afraid of the MPP gurus? Big Frack from Elembe. Big Frack, the truth is that. Send us some name by Becane. Cobra Bonfe or ha, Yechibi or Babecan and so ha. It's in yes, on Quane, then I bet an walker.
Now, Cobra Bonfe MPP.
On your MPP, say a minority parties. MPP, say CPP, but PNC, but PP for Banti. Now
come a person who almost so tells us, oh, Fred, Marco Junior, so Brand on Bishiami. And I don't know when to be. I mean, say Marco Junior and Uncle.
Or say, TV no TV no any chicha SC. Enti munya hu bibi my why. Or say mo hwe na munya ni ye. TV ni chicha si on. I think say enano pay ahomachin so na toy no. On say the satellite transmission. Enti say wiemu sakra no saka kra na distorted transmission enti asemo munya botre ewumu a ebeko. Ya mot ene de ba say Kaba. Can you please find out from this man when he joined? I wish Edmond Afo a happy birthday. Nkoma or fini papa one file din so anka. Or say Kofi from Hohoi, people should be mindful of their statements to ensure MC peace on person. Kaba, you journalists should do the right thing. Have you learned anything in school like Aigbe people? We have Evers, not Aigbes. We Evers see that as derogatory. Silvanus, apologies. My apologies. If you are offended in any way, Facha me. It is not in your intention. It's a per se kasa na yedigu obi ahufi mpacho ever mpacho. Thank you. Kaba, the issue is the Fantis claim it had happened on 2 occasions, which always involve the airways. So they made sir SCB da sending print so nti omo de omo adwen bu say we so na omo a okay all right one bacho yenko o say one fa ne din aka ho e na afi so no o say hwan a we other text messages aba eno no nti onso do there by bekinkan 1760 and Kaba at myjoyonline.com. Here messages about or email from Amos Amo or say Kaba, the economy be hard though. Professor Mills must go. Again, Amos Amo the about say Professor Mills promised a one-term NHIS premium for Ghanaians, but has woefully failed. Professor Mills is a prophet. Professor Mills as a prophet was only prophesying about his one-term presidency. Let all Ghanaians stand together in unity and vote massively for Nana Akufo-Addo and to free us from the tentacles of the NDC, corrupt and dishonest. The twasis are Amos Amo from Pristia Himan and or the Ebai Bambi Eddie about Sikaba. Sometimes I become very disappointed in you. Instead of telling Captain, not to politicize the issue on board, but rather stick to the topic. You are sitting and watching him. What does this got to do with politics? Bambi and if you try or the buy Mate. I'll ask that question. Kaba, have you seen how the NDC are always blaming others for the cause of something? Let us all strive to look for solutions to these situations than pointing fingers on others. From Abrantepa and Kranza and Ono Adebayo. From Michael Anderson will say the national security is spending time chasing Atamochiman movies and forcing themselves to meetings they are not invited in Pomponso, Atlanta, in the USA, or Dubai. One from Eric Dawson email will say, Kaba, greetings to Captain Akamba. Tell him he's my man. We love him. The MPP will never succeed. President Mills all the way. No messages about or email. Also be to kaba@myjoyonline.com and afi a text message 1760. Also, this is just the beginning of Kennedy Japan statement and that of Nana Akufo-Addo by Francis Ajani from Abume in Akosombo. I'll say this man, retired captain, is just a true Ghanaian. Keep it up, Joe. And if you tamale Edibai. Honorable Ama Benyuado should apologize to Ghanaians for making that unfortunate statement. Tano Serious on the free by. Kaba, tell the NDC to speak Fanti. He's not a Fanti. Kaba, no patient will be taken to hospital in an emergency situation that nothing will be done by nurses or doctors while waiting for the card. They are not in Boga. Kaba, this man Akamba has never been. Oh, please.
What's the name?
Kaba, DJ Omale and YOC, especially thanks go to Honorable Elizabeth Ajima, Mr. Frank Donko of Goso, Logomu, and the entire formidable members of the Furicum constituency and on the by. Kaba, why the show has turned to English? No, you knew. Jobon more than pass or country, you know. Kaba, I'm sorry. I'm very sad, Ghanaians. We should stop discrimination. It ends with us. Please, greetings to Honorable Yao Asama of Upper Dentra East from Taifa Dunkwa and on also the by. But yeah, share Kanenoa, Sanana Okanoano. National security for one more ha, a Jumano Buokra Umpuso ha, but over here no ane omu ye Jumano. Sadia Cosino, and Kofa, a dear master, Sisi amount for a lose confidence, a ratio more our security no. A better for ma, and command because you say amount for ya and the information command, process for any BNI for any CA for you. Secobasa amount for a shall say, dream say, no more cry, catch your own chrome on your own way, you catch your own moon to one and won't be and your security may break it down.
And no, and that's why Meka say we should be able to diverse different tactics. One say who call within the police service Mondays, even in the districts and regions. More security meetings are more attending Monday, maybe Thursday. You see, security is about strategy. And they say, who adopted system? Now say, now was adopting another system. What they are saying, but say, it's always one way. They be only one way. People who identify, they will be familiar with your style of security. What they are saying, and so they would always be able to beat it, and they will not be afraid. Oh, but share idea see your share they see your northern region. I don't think say our security were working. We should be able to identify them before these things happen. And now,
I'm out for sending a text. All the year politics. Say assembly see all the question can and the
the American say in any way. I had also said say I don't also agree with Antiama with that statement, and I'm saying that I am talking about politicians. I didn't say specific politicians say Nana Ado Ana Kennedy Japan, but I'm saying that certain comments that is coming, and I'm making example from what has been on the board. May your example say your friend is saying Obi akoye say anti ama na ekoye you say me na me koye you. I don't think say it's necessary. What is necessary is for us to be able to unite. Well, and mostly Ghanaians are, excuse me to say, some of us are intolerant. We should be able to tolerate. We should be able to tolerate ourselves and be able to educate and talk to each other. See, we need each other. What is politics? It is about ideas. Ebia, you found it say a religion. Say, I believe in the philosophies of this political party. Also, who believe in the philosophies of this party, I will talk about what I think. You also talk about what you think. Then we move on as one. What did I say? But it has gotten to a point that we don't want to identify these things, but rather to go after each other.
You heard other messages about Nafi so we'll say Kaba, there are saboteurs at the helm of our affairs for our institutions. Look at what is happening in the judiciary. Ghana lack trust in the judiciary. No, yeah, some back one other angle like KB issue and maybe say I'm passing a month for lose confidence for judiciary man. Okay, yeah, I will say Ghana has no national security policy. Hence the security lapses. Chris Quay and all they buy. I'll see because of our leaders, co-fante, maintain all the can I say. I'll say this NDC man is a hypocrite. Why? He also uses Kennedy's comment as an example. You will lose by all means. Part in Peki, Volta region. Kaba, what happened to the national ID card? Stephen from Ahafu Kenya. Stephen, the tribal conflict and national insecurity came ... one so say, oh, Kaba, politicians are joking. We Ghanaians are joking with we Ghanaians from Yawaje in Bogoso, Chapel Square, and on at the buyer. Thank you, Captain. Our security services must set up Safohine and the DFI apply at the buyer. Or say, Kaba, the politics will kill Ghana. Moab gas maxima in Kumasi. Moab gas. Okay, Kaba, please tell Mr. President that government workers are not working because from January to date, no money have been released for the running of the offices. It's affecting productivity. You see, if they are seen for so the brain, I'll say through their boasting to women that reveal their identity, they can park the vehicle with the engine on. National security for na ade omo ye no wo mo ba park car no a na engine is so no mo aso ACS so no mo ne ma edi nkomo yeah obi na de buy you. Politicians should leave the police alone to do their work and their political interference. I'll say it will be a shame for the NDC government to come to Ghanaians for another term of office come 2012. They will not even get 10% of votes. You lie. From Eric in Navrongo. Eric, 10%. Oh, yeah, sure. Come on. Where is Anthony Cabo? I need his number from Joe and if you hold by. I didn't know I have multi TV. Your friend is saying PM Express, no more cancer than one sem. And come on, when are you bringing those who are in charge of the motorway, Ajingo in Tema? Very soon. So, say every Wednesday, be a institutions in Yabotre. Come on, please kindly tell the EC to pay us. We beg them, Kwabena and Edifikofodia, and they buy. Hi, Kaba. And the NDC man is doing well, and the NDC will win. Come election. Cosmos Kwame in Kisia from Bogoso, Udumase, and also they buy. So anybody can fabricate any story in Ghana and get away with it, like the Amina Utombas in the name of freedom of speech. God should save our cause. Yamoha in Wa. I suggest information services should go from town to town with the Hotel Rwanda movie to educate the citizen on the harm war can cause. K Nedebae. Ghanaians should stop tribalism and love each other. I greet all. Okonfuanochi Senior High School from Dochi Sahene, Paul, and Odefi. I'll say, Kaba, there are saboteurs. Okay, I think I've just taken this one at the helm of affairs. Look at what's happening in the judiciary and Odebae. They should give neat and authentic punishment to the nurse for what they did from busy bone. I'll say hi, Kaba. Come to Sunyai, or is it Sujani, to see police officers and the traffic harassing taxi drivers collecting 6 million a day. Yeah, I know on the road. Okay,
Kaba, you are not fair to the police.
Oh, send me.
You shouldn't have read it. Yeah.
Kaba, please play back your interview with Antiama Benyuado so she can bow down her head in shame from Marcus Diadaso in German North and on the by. You better say Antiama Benyuado na ono so aba can say eneya ya che kwaku mensen e dia asem na obeka e dia fa mame ko email aba na afi ye moving on last bit of this conversation beba say political actors interference with security man also can be and massa de cost na ade ba ko so nipa bi no so can say confidence in the security friends and judicial intino amanfo ni arehemu wo ye atemu odwumade nti onim so de asem court kra na say ye nka ma no dia ani ono abefa mmara na hye nsem eno so asem a ye no kra na mo mame ko messages aba no ye mfa enu wie na fe me fa sa ofo etwa to no so asem wie na fe ye nko amina yuton bass no ho asem no o se hwan ya or say it will be a shame. Okay, I think say we are kind of that. Or say please, okay, playback. Akama should stop politicizing this issue. The ethnic violence and the NDC government should equip the security agencies. Kaba, tell the IGP to supply uniform and boots because you have to buy boots from the military personnel. Why? That's the way Matisse Prusti for say omuni boots near there. Na omo koto boot if you soldier for
That's serious.
asemo we Prusti ni bi na sene anonymous on funny dia account. Kaba, do you know that it is the central regional minister who brought a lot of the problems in the region? She should resign. Kojo na edifi Cape Coast by. Kaba, no patient will be taken to hospital in an emergency situation that nothing will be done. Or say nurse in Brekum one funny dia account. Kaba, because of women and drinking, that's why the BNI. Okay, another apology to the BNI. Me patron yo hunyina na epema no mo no msa ti misremo ya yenka se sam na yenyi omo amonye sa nim film. We say ISD needs to be well resourced. The ISD van at Nkwanta in the Volta region has broken down for over 2 years now. How can the ISD be on the ground to educate the public? Captain, information service for no say ISD for vehicles are broken down. No way for the NDC Nanado and Odru all the way from Kranza North, from Ben Dromankese in the Kranza North district and our constituency. The Ghana Police Service is a disappointment. Even now that their salaries are better, they are performing abysmally. Okay, let's see what they will do if the government reduces their salaries. I make you in Goso. Single span, the entity from Kwadaso Estate and Kakra, they say Kaba, everyone is crying for peace, but that is not important. Let's cry for equal rights and justice. Professor Milk is fake. Nanado all the way. Yo. Kakra and Edifi Kumasi Kwadaso Estate. Or say God will never forgive vice if he leave the body DC as the DC in body. He is now rich from again another allegation we cannot substantiate. And apologies to the body DC. We will show the DC exit with their gangantuan fraud from Zito in Serio. So they want for a problem with DC. So Kaba, or say is it true that Francis were putting Mr. Japan West into practice? From Naomi in Kenya, say I cannot tell. And no Edibai. Or say it is God who owns the land, not the traditional rulers. Government should advise the rulers. If not, it will bring problem between the Muslims and the non-Muslims. See what is happening in Nigeria. From Gariba in Wenchi, Kaba. You also please still collect the 2 CDs on the road. Please tell the IGP Mate. IGP Mate de Mate. Happy belated birthday to Mamiesi Russell at PMMMC from Ezekiel Gas South and also anyway by Kaba. What happens if we, the MPP, also say these things are happening because the rivalry between J.J. Rawlings and President Mills, because one comes from the voter, one I think it is preposterous. But let's not go there. From Eric Kofiase, Kaba, I'm not sure if Akamba knows the implication of what he's saying. He's politicizing the issue. Gordon Jabuso, or say Leonard from Hohoy, if the BNI at Hohoy were up and doing, what happened at Hohoy would not have happened. I agree. Me no I dream papa. I'm a those should bow her head in shame on the Kunfi matter. From our chief, from Apoa, and all they buy. Tell the NDC man, the two unfortunate incidents have nothing to do with politics. Thank God the murderer has been arrested and the situation in Hohoy has been brought under control by the security. From J. Bilson Sam from Asin Fosu. And the MPP coming to power will just be like waiting patiently for a ship at the airport. NDC all the way from NS Azaglo in Takwa. Kaba kindly tell Ghanaians to be more realistic. The president cannot solve all our problems within 4 years. Nana do in the Cape Coast at the buy. Or say ask Captain, since January to June, has the government released any money to the civil service? How can the information service work? Captain, you look good this morning. I mean, sure, yo. Kaba national security should stop chasing vehicles from Togo and allow the MTTU to do their work rather than concentrating on security matters in this country. Okay. Kaba, look, these gas company are putting our coconut without paying us. They should think about it. Ask Captain if Ken ask the Congo best to attack the Bomo best. Captain will be sacked if he were in American government. on your government official. Ask Captain, okay, Kaba, has Ghanaians forgotten Mr. Kufuor paid $5,000 during the selling of the Ghana? Again, this is an allegation. PC appeal for ain't me substantiated. The Northern Regional Minister is the cause of the Bimuma. Again, we cannot ain't me kase also I think your friend Captain. Here one last bit of argument we. And I be no say more politicians na more de mo hye security no. Enti say security service for no your adwuma na mo de ho akoshem nititu say one key problem a binuma kan say yentimi nyifi o any regional security council, any district security council, DISEC and REXEC na ye de politicians na I head yenye omu free o na yenyama say regional police commander say police military commander o no near the amano say politician no de akot ho na esan say or massage issues no near de be ba esan say bia on a party munti no on hwe mamra nya adwuma sa de no da ben pa na I
think I agree with this. Say politicians should stay away from security matters. Now, your security no, a professional, because who are you appointed you as a regional minister, another chief executive, and a mayor. No, what is the security background that you have? You are there for a particular political party at the time that the political party is ruling. So, in any case, there's no way. Himself is going to go against your person as a political head. But if the police and the security agencies are left alone to have their discussions on how to tackle matters, it would help us a lot. I would want to make an appeal to my fellow Northern brothers that please, we don't need to lose our lives. And my brothers also in the Ewe community, that I am begging them, the Fantis, the Ashantis, that we are all one. Politics should not be what to divide us, but politics should be what should bring us together for us to share a common idea to be able to move this nation forward, rather than taking the law into our own hands and doing things that would disturb the peace of this nation. In any case, it's also drive the investor away. And then you complain say dollar see even by our comments and for be issue somebody dollar to mine. It's not matter to say ya can say now in the northern region there's a confusion. In the water region there is. In central region, somebody's wickedness. Sheer wickedness. What could we be there? Now maybe kasa wekumi. We imiti. I mean, for what reason? You did it in such a way that some other people will be accused. eh? Some other people, all these things, they worry the economy. For us to be able to move this country forward, to be able to build industries, to be able to build factories, to be able to do roads, for people to be able to get money in their pocket, we have to be able to build investor confidence for them to come say, oh, Ghana is very, very peaceful. And people started trooping into this country because this country has been very peaceful for the past 20 years. So I'm begging all our brothers that please, let's unite and forge ahead and build a better nation.
Yeah, last batch of text messages about Nafi. Yeah, and moving on to the next issue. Yeah, Gusaya Chance Kwabna Bon for betting about the cancer. Someone was sending me email or kabatmanjohn.online.com. I say the NDC man should not politicize the problem. The government should find ways of solving the issue rather than putting a blame on others. Greetings to Honorable Edward Eni and no at the buy. Rick Dawson so atrubi or email or how say Bremene Sukuma no defeated by. Or say Kaba, Canada point is a disgrace to Parliament. We don't want a war monger as a legislator. Come what may, the NDC will win the Sukuma Robin Braka constituency. Greetings to NDC Sukuma Robin Braka constituency chairman, Mr. Kufio Fori, and our parliamentary candidate, Honorable Georgina Nkrumah Aboa. We are poised for victory. Bismarck Amankwa Achro about say Kaba. What do I hear about again? This one I cannot talk about it because near the abanonya dia me meet me as substantiate intimi pacho. Yeah, allegations no mummy yenya Mr. Opi wo nyina so bi a no one my be my producers a check it. And yes I know o taxi bam wa asa no na say me so and our person odi me to asem because ochina bi ehun asem ba nya dia me ohun nyina so bi a metimi akọ substantiate eho enti mpamcho pi na moment ti assessor also wadwenkyere bi a wetimi dia brand L1760 ana say kaba@myjoyonline.com ana so say multi TV world your Facebook wall na etimi atwa nkomodie ni so and for yen to aso na ye messages are abano ni enfenwe na fe moving on to your next issue ye be he ho asem no ye amina you turn bass asem ya eba ya na se mo be kai a be sa fe ne fa e konfie mienu ni e na sa asem yi so eba e sabre no Adom FM so e na sa asem yi kopie abraba wa Amina Mohammed e ko hoko kan asem se wo mu tu kwan firi nkran ha akosirem e na wo kintampo ho baabi mpotamo baabi am Roberts to share wo so e ba abas num wo mu baaye no wo mu mama ne mema wo kan num e ma wo ho ne wo ho edae na arehosem a ne wo mu ne se ababa wa ne kire se papa bi a one ne ba eku school wo mu fo so ya ma one ne ba ne dae ya ne ho asem be edija ebe ye nsem pi efisa abre no ano na yakọ ya amanyosem ekoya amanyosem na anesa esan se NDC fo mpanifo bi eka se MPP fo achitafo bi na etai sa asem na echi abrantie bi kra be pie mu achire ma obeka se owura Kennedy ohine Japan eni owura Jeke obechi bi lamte na ehia om na ye se om ekoma ebe mu musika na omotwantro de ato aban so na sabre Professor Kenatifa ene lawyer Andy Apia Kubi ene ne di sa asem ya chiri nyina ene asem no court nra court na to asem na twene for lack of evidence prosecute na ntimi improve on case no beyond reasonable doubt sene a lawyer to baba wa no so no enye no kre na eno asem ya baba dwendwen sisi a ansa na no ma mefa text messages last batch aba emfanwie na afi yento asem we so eno ye di be wie san se yemre no ekọ pa anisa we say Kaba tell the NDC man that the two unfortunate I think say we are kind also bit media about or say Kaba or say wow a trophy tamale or say the NDC deputy organizer is telling us their government has failed Ghanaians and that our life is in danger. I wonder what is happening to our country today. Or say, I wonder what is happening to our country today. I thought the NDC were angels. They use the Yana issue to do politics. Today, it is hunting them. Or say, whoa, why? Captain should come. Or say, oh, why? Why should Captain come to a program like this with a political identity? Or a politician?
I'm a deputy national organizer of my party.
I say, I like you, Mr. Kamba. You're a good citizen. I like you. Can I have your number? From Moses in Obuase. From Francis in Kintampo, say, do not blame the security, but also the judiciary, because they are part of what is happening. I'll say it's time for Ghanaians should know we are one. They should stop the divisions. Kaba tell the NDC man to know that we are in the days of the NDC, not Buzia. You should I'll call Buzia. So Kaba, please make sure the registration exercise money stay okay. Follow up yourself. Okay, so that's it. I'll say all the NDC channels should wake up. The battle is here again from Doctor in Kumasi. And Kaba, you are doing well, but I'm disappointed in you when something about Canada, Japan, the way you go about it, it is worrying. The NDC man cannot advise anybody in this country. Canada, Japan, 700, and I can from me and Kasami making a personal comment about our seminar. Kaba, I assume the government is concentrating on special forces more than the other security agencies. Is that correct? Ampasa. Please, I want you to ask for me, when will government pay the NYEP? About 5 months now, we've not been paid. Well, Kaba, please brief me with the Amina issue. And where is the MPP man? But we don't have an MPP man. We have a CPP man in the studio. Kaba, is there please? What's that? Kaba, is there police there to protect or to kill us? Beatus Nadifila at the buy. Or say, how can the police work effectively when some regional ministers choose their own police regional commanders? It cannot be true. Police administration or structure or more appointing Crawford. And or say, if only orders from above will stop, the police will be able to work. Or Heneba and if you are seen in Sutade by Kaba, something is happening in Hohoi between the Zongos and the natives of Hohoi. Call me to give you details. But on my producers, Monchake Sanamba na it has a bit me a follow up or Sasemi moi. If is the court telling Ghanaians that Amina fabricated the Tongba story is not true, what is happening in this country? Yamuha and if you are the buy. Kaba, please make sure the registration side staff money is paid up. Or say a more devastating time bomb looms at Sankore. A group of armed thugs enjoying the support of a minister from the area has turned the area into a lion's den. The group even stopped the military from performing their duties. Lord in God, so you will follow up. Oh, the Samataway. Yamotin Bolga Kaba. Our president must apologize to Ghanaians for the anarchy in our country. Ghana deserves better. Kaba, greet Nanado for me. Come December 7, he will win and become our president from Eric Ochre in Bolga. And our national security are always at the harbor chasing cars. Kaba, please make sure the registration website. Okay, there is insecurity in Wenchi Zongo. You should advise the BNI. Well, yo, but Mate Wenchi Zongo. Gariban Edifi Wenchi Dubai. Happy birthday to OB at GMWU of GTUC from Mameya Obuasin Odifi Edibai. MP people should stop making noise about President Mills. Or say Salifu Ahwaya Anye offensive second. Better Ghana is moving on successfully. So please, Kaba, tell the Nanado they should keep their mouth shut. Ni Ama Confra cannot be a communication director of the CPP because he does not. Ni Ama Confra cry anyhow. Please tell all workers at Sehri Hospital to stop collecting money. Kaba, I wish everybody gets the chance to watch Cry Free Town so that we can all know the implications of war on the society. As someone in the Fisunya by, and I'll say, Kaba Sehri, assigning to BNI is a nuisance in the district. Okay, again, when Sunya they meet me, are kind because a bit we are Kabrabo for Junior, CPP parliamentary candidate, the Kintampo North, Ababa Kan Sakabra and Moa Chimo Akaba. Abran Soto Engineer,
my patch say my elite, but beyond me. me sorry tempa. But free spin tax e ban mu so to especially tete kwashi.
Yeah, who yiri.
No cre. Na say wa unim dintia number no. Nti no traffic na ama na banesa. Ye be bompa ye ne ahwe se ya kwan no mu be de da ho. Se be ya we lit kra na obitima bohwi na be piem.
Kabra. Anyway.
We na you see on the shopping mall. You see hospital for no causes our traffic.
Oh, I know more engineering.
Issues
insecurity home commodity no. Ye di home commobia.
Captain Kasa semi. Yeah. Engineering NDC for
na say engineering NDC for vice president na call you nim say engineer NDC for no you nim say mo na mo
yeah na easy traffic on the Sprinters road.
Kobra ye insecurity hu nkomodie answer na obeba no na ye ni Volta regional minister Kasa Sisiama wa kire say curfew na mo de ato ho no eboa masumdwa ba nemum ena no pay chief imam kra ekọ hohoi na one ni nuanom nkramufo mo ho no so akodi nkomo se ne be ya
o see both sides
o makoma betimi atom yem ni nyina nkoma but ye wadwen kire se ye be ne den ni tichiru nia eba efri ebusuantokwa asase we firi ha we kakasa we nkakasa we ne nam so ma ntokwa ebe omema ye be ne den kwabena
well one more thing nyina me chewo kaba insecurity there he said ba na ye kan wasem a me ya I don't necessarily babia the identity of baby free ba no insecurity is insecurity na first and foremost me feel say kwanya the intelligence arm of security ayi adwuma e wo Ghana hanimo under the current security chiefs no enya dia eswani. There have been so many lapses, occurrences. If you say, SSNK intelligence, Timmy Lydia, Emma Yetimi Ehu, say, Asimua AC, the possible repercussions in ye, then necessary, at this swan. So that we even preempt it ahead of occurring.
I agree.
And I think, say, it's a weakness on the part of our security chiefs. Oh, me can say no, nobody should make a mistake to think say I am blaming the political administration per se. Because security for no, their loyalty is to the state. Of course, who are political interests in terms of appointing who the national security coordinator is or who that person becomes, CDS, no IGP, no ade. But again, no, who no ye be you be so ni mo amu ye adwuma ho no nyina so no. Mo so no, you as I say almost who said, most side. Se mube protect and as mube bo yen security no e bind at all times internally and externally eti de ekọ so no bebre won mo a won because one say how one sense me from the reports ayenya enya asem a esi prekope it didn't just happen. Is there a BNI officer stationed there?
Oh,
did he submit reports to his superiors? How did they act upon those reports? The CID arm, a wahonmo. You want to take it, especially what we because of the closeness to
Togo.
Togo near. I'm sure say you were ABI for crabby be wahonmo. Yeah, military intelligence, and it was going on and so on and so forth. So for me, I think we need to tackle that. Now you can't say it's not just to identify the problem and leave it at that. Immediately, no, and I said, "Nimu and I'm more be ne to say ye be na ye. If he said there must be a serious meeting between the ministries of Interior, Defense, and I mean these two key ministries, and
National Security.
Is there National Security Ministry?
No, as
under this regime, we don't have a minister.
Agency.
There's no ministry like that. It's a department. You know, but there we have got a national security coordinator who interfaces in all these things. And one would give me and I say this with all sincerity. Your national security advisor to the president.
Brigadier General.
In the face of all these happenings, Nelson Oka are more political. He's veering into partisan comments it just say he is interested in the president winning the elections again and not maintaining security. What kind of advice is he giving the president?
Well, how did he say that?
Have you followed his recent comments?
That's on radio good. And what interview?
The recent comments. He talks nothing about security. He says nothing about security.
Kaba,
and that's bad
please,
enough.
Please, can I make a correction here?
Yes, please.
In calling us here, you give us program line. Is that not right? So if the Radio Gold had invited him and asked him to talk about specific issues and not about the national security, what do you think?
Okay, I agree. The question is,
you see, let's also be very honest and fair with each other. I don't think if Radio Gold wanted to discuss partisan political issues, the appropriate person to invite would be the National Security Advisor.
Why?
I don't think so.
Is there a clause to tell?
I am saying I don't think so. And since you and I are not privy to what they...
I am privy to it. That's what I'm saying.
Captain, please.
I'm very privy to it.
Brigadier General,
stop this mischief. Stop this mischief.
But Captain, you're legitimate. A national security coordinator. Sorry, advisor. Say radio station for no say you be discuss political issues. No, you say we juma you know a security issue no. You decline say that's my own can.
I agree. But you also know, say, with the national security advisor to the president, he will not go and sit down and discuss the security of this nation on radio.
Agree.
Yeah,
and
so,
agree.
So the specific no, he will not comment on them. You and I, that's why we don't even audit national security.
Yeah.
Oh, they are saying, with national security, there's no way that he will go and sit down. They'll call him to ask him. I'm sure they would have. I know, Brigadier General Mensa is that intelligent person. He's been an intelligent officer for so many years in this country. You understand? He's not just an ordinary military officer, but he has intelligence background too. This is a friend. Now, per se, we want to dive into security issues and strategies on how to go about it. He will not mention it.
Okay, me that's a question to ask.
The media make me feel say I did be association na ade so ehu hia kese pa asese ehwe ne eka eye na say kasa ede empapa mu ni chimu eba we free ha we free ha we ye kasa we ni we sum we ye nyina no asese ye kasa tia sade no emwa obi a yane de CBB entiase ene ye nyina so e wo Ghana emu ni se emfa ho se ufri hamile ana ufri bursa ana se ufri lambushi ana se ufri hohoi ana se ufri kandige ana kintampo ana se ufri sekwa ana se ufri your friend say amejope wo ye Ghana ni kane first and foremost. Now, ya might yes had an anti-team where you am build the sense of Ghanaianness in us. Look, to an extent, I say, in penny for being like I say, first and foremost, we should see ourselves as Africans.
As a cranium,
as a way say Ghana for what has happened to that?
I didn't see you come now.
I think a consistent decline in believing our sense of identity over a period of years. A true bribino. Na I am what's up because I'm a Ghana ni. If it's an old body, so you're Ghana near. You're this or you're Ghana near. A booby at the Bama. National. And a body, so you're Ghana near. A din at the ball. You suspect so you cocaine dealer. You best suspect you say we are comfort. You suspect you so you're comfort. You best suspect you say when you're Bonibia, Ubedi. What has happened to cause this? Absolutely.
Did they resorted to the tribes?
Ethnocentric.
Okay.
Our withdrawal to holding on and not this cheap adi and me free kintampo and me money, me gonjani, me dagatini, me walani, me frafrani, me away. It's all unnecessary if you first and foremost believe in yourself and you build a sense of togetherness as Ghanaians. And also, no, I did a feeding into that decline. And yet, the botanization of our schools.
And yeah, I say, boarding
house systems were introduced to integrate people. Achimota for me, menya achimota. Na achimota for osha wo school ayina. Omade no. Ayi piano, keyboards no, black and white. The actually say, manfra. Ufri baby, mi so mi fri baby. Ye kambo mu a ene man ye fe, and I say eye de. Papa bi nanu ye hia ye na okasa. O say, hwe say ye to nwum. Enwum a e de na nwum a utia onte ene ba kope. What the harmonious blend of the various parts. What treble, what tenor, what alto, what baritone, what bass. And you tia, and you know, na what you say a cocoa. Sasuna, Yankunton way, rainbow. See the various colors of it. And then I have fair in terms of color, beauty, as in Yankunton. Why can't we learn to coexist? Name building new muse. Yen ye nyina no Yankopon twede am boy say yen tena se ankrankra nipa baako ye di nua do tra se a ye be ni ye me ne me nua pani akamba ye tia nu why you bet ma hwe anim ahu say we fi ha no we fi ha. And let me tell you, I don't know, Professor Kosa can say be. Now I just want to say it. Ghana ma yeti omo mo pe me ya santini me we ni no. Let me tell you, if you know what integration has done, long before the coming of the white man and the colonialist, intermarriages are akos we mu, ni efa Ghana ni bi, na ya papa mu, ni ahwe pass no. Ufon bi e fra kakra. Ufon bi e gonja kakra. Ufon bi e mo kakra. Ufon bi e Hausa kakra. Ufon bi e Grushi kakra. Ufon bi e Asante kakra. Ufon bi e Ayibe kakra. Ufon bi e Nkran kakra. Nanka obi ehu se you now what you want no o pass I making you up no lineage a wo fi mu ba no e diverse obi enkotena ba bi enkoka se asuma si de ono se ne hwan asuma si de ono se ne hwan. Let's build a country believing say yen ye nyina no ade a ema yen guarantee and say ye Ghana for. I'm a Ghanaian, you are a Ghanaian. You are entitled to what I'm entitled to because you are a Ghanaian.
I understand some chroma time crown na ye fill forms are misa say or try.
No,
but now say
I'm saying, I'm telling you the decline. So it is for us. And me, I want to encourage the National Development Planning Commission. All these things are part of
development.
Oh yes,
development.
They should. Any your schools and the curricula. The case of any teacher for your lecturers. Some of them are doing a lot of disservice to this country. I didn't know what you know him say and so now say you book munti ogusu no watch. We are teaching division in our schools. Sometimes it even eats into the religious bodies, churches, and Islamic bodies and groups. Why? Oya moni na me ya santini ene ye den kwabra. Oya frafrani na me ye gonjani ene ye den. You are what you are based on how God created you.
But I think that politicians should also be mindful about certain statements.
I think that's the first point I made. Yeah. Say our comments, and this. Just thank you for this. Quickly, I just want to add this. You can't simply say abibumu. You say obi funkuma. If a politician opponent of yours makes a mistake to wade into ethnocentric comments, and as okakasa, ehunte I didn't chichemu eba. Now no. Uba be ya no na wo anu ya wo de man say over dwelling on it and take advantage of it politically. Wo you are equally guilty as that person. Enti kasa ehuntia if he say enye eguni pa hu fi no. Look, it reduces the humanity, our manhood and womanhood. It reduces us. Adia it is hard in the ban. Yam modern. Emo bia me ni say so biaka say me yase wo be ma do do akuja ana me boa so akoka say video we santini ama Me dem here. And Kenyama. Me Beniama. Hey, empty that.
But Kwabra, I never quite a creepy and Namukitin na creepy call into some organizations in here, sir. Who call a boy saw him cry. I say, we are Santifuku, we are Cranfuku, we are Unafuku, Uberano, or to Omokwa, no, or Matiti Omo. I saw them more crano, Uberano na and Cranfonity on baby, Omokwa, no Omquatina. Uberana, Santifuku,
let me be very honest with you. And I've had problems with some of my colleagues, my contemporaries. Some of them may be listening and watching, and they will tell you, regional groupings in schools, I'm a tiny CBPR. And ethnocentric groupings, I hate them. And I dissociate myself as much as I can. Sometimes they may do attempt say, who free nipamu. But what is it about going to say a brown for students? Who they tell me brown for students union? Basu. Basu no, yes, senior. And I went to the meeting, and I'm seeing you people. Basu ko come basu as senior. I'm from Brown region, but I'm not a Bono. Neither am I half.
So how do you call yourself?
Huh? But you have a region that has a name that you people are capitalizing on the tribal or ethnic name of it to identify entire people from that area. I'm also partly from the north. Isu, not in Students Union. I don't attend meetings. I didn't. I was in school. Because I don't believe in that. You see, we cannot pursue a certain agenda without necessarily bringing it under a certain ethnocentric or grouping name, a bit within Chichimuaba. Because I did the danger in that thing is that, yes, Timuponi you're good, and I say, yeah, the papa.
Some of the developments.
Yes, but Enko Riasiano. It within Chichimubiba Montafo, movies a Mukwana Muniati, Muslim for movies a Mukwana Muniati, more Bruna for more Asante for movies a Mukwana Muniati, Nedim Pepper Muba. Now, Adeba Kwame Kai, whilst working within CPP Group, we are first a Patriots. And Doctor, yes.
Patriots.
The Patriots.
The Patriots Club.
No, it was not the League of Patriots.
Okay. Not the MPP Patriots.
No.
Debbie, you come in so you might have seen money friend Patriots.
The League.
And yet Freddie Blaine, Dr. Group.
Okay. I know Professor Kosa, Brenda Kwete,
Okay.
Dr.
You're not born Poma. Now, Uncle.
Dr. M. Tete. Na oyo hin wo ningo ha no baby alafu pa wo se oni no call young pioneer papa no o he friend you free border at the peak of their age I mean who in their 80s ene omo obi a woni car obi a woni fie but they never travel in two different cars. If you are driving today, I am passenger. If I am driving today, you are passenger.
So now.
Today. Now what they told me, and they said, they were made in the young pioneer system now to hold each other regardless where they each came from now, to see say you are my keeper.
You need to invite these people on your station to educate.
I can help you.
Yeah.
Sure. Eti busanfo muma busantokwa na esuncha na we free ha na kabado asantini o na we dio enkrani o na no na ye dey na ye dey ye fa emails aba emfanyu na for you move on to Amina issue ne fa ko eta maso an sa one from somewhere ni or say don't you think that this would have started from the Ashanti region if Kennedy Japan's statement was the one being used? If they have their problems, they should find a panacea rather than beating around the bush and keeping it on Kennedy Japan. Clement Mensah about say Kaba, if we are politicizing everything in Ghana, then I believe if we don't care, everything will be politicized. Abrantepa the different crowns are by Eric Dawson. I'll say the NDC will win. NDC will win to continue the better Ghana agenda. MPP can milk the way you make it later, yet they will lose. Okay, Joseph Danso and idea about say these problems are as a result of credibility in the security services. Now they don't even receive the 6 months training due to political mischief. Danso and difficult for the buy. Well, Eric Dawson will say the senior high school education in Ghana will be free. It's a display of Nanado. miserably perplexed and John's imaginations. Okay, and also idea or the about messages about so Dawson. Amina semi I know so empire and also politics. So yeah, the politics real moi. Amina semi by was it otikemu and I'm Roberts to share almost so. Yeah, my minimum home die, but pebble ne bad ne die. A buy, you know, benefit be SC MPP4 na kote chiri and on my bribe ababawano bo Jake dium your bo Canadian Hindi Japan dium your bo prosakena tifa dium and be same P na court to tenacity a court say for lack of evidence. That's what I'm watching.
Well, first and foremost, no, you see who has some quite court.
Assembly say ababawana also fear and panic.
It was not necessarily Amina who was in court to prove the truth in her claim bia omiki. Aban and a boy Amina kwadu. Say one, wadada aban for adada nipa bibiri edi hu yiranchem atogana fo nyinaso. The day aban kwadu bo for a court no. Omo de asem no court no. Over 1 year, about 1.5 years in fear back, I feel back on any fan. Yen to me, I'm manina so bia. Omo come once in you know. I'm told, say, I'm in any lawyers, no more entire no case. Now, more entire no case. So what it means is that Omoka say, I buy quite do for no, and someone one more edible to a court when him no the boy. I mean, I quite do no. Again, one more to me approve. Assembly nunti say I mean na owa nu ye bi asisi obabi and almost okay can say ntia omo kasa enko wi no court gi e ma judgment enra say Amina no ya acquitting no of all the charges and I just say you see ya mana fofie e wo kwadu a de boy no hu nyina ne ho so and ye yi no that discharge no say on fan ho no ko what it means is say sa charges e de boy no Amina yentimi mfa sa charge no nsan kobo no biom e wo court bia mu e wo yama mu ha asefufo bi na beba enonko but kabra said they will kan no sa same way e ba kane police administration quickly e ko show company e ka show company say nothing like that occurred. Indeed the case the trial ongoing in court no evidence are by state prosecution nankasa edibaye any witnesses are almost free a driver of the bus any mate of the driver one more evidence of modimaye no na a conflict in some way PM say indeed something happened beyond what the police had said they toss you bio e say e dia na e ma posi for no etu mika hareso sa e ko ka chomo mpani e di atross a chomo mpani and as we try and control such a company. Now, what becomes of the police officials? And I say, posting penny for 1 month to 1 was young, one could be a trust side company. Again, and necessary, yeah. All these things must come up. They misled the president. They told you, someone called before Nankasa. Yede amobe tu dwaze ese na broni bi obas no mu one more witnesses are afraid here wo court on mo I'm told they called about 9 witnesses or so one more afraid broni ba kumpokra wo are broni no way enti media de make can say wo hwe nsem no mu a bibi sa ekoso but ebia Amina no wono ne kasaye mu no ohwanya asem no protocol mo say exaggerated or exaggerate asem no
control
well I don't have the facts to support so Amina control because evidence of course will court any cross examinations I would of course no it just say asem Amina kan ye no bi e won we see here but as to the details of Amina some kind enye no na the subject of the court enye no na na court enti the course will court no eno na me no metimi aye den aka ho asem and na make say the state police and some of them got to any state prosecutors now one more kwadu no kobo Amina e court na de no asem a wo kan no em say edintwo I don't know ene Amina afa no ho akwakodi but you see Nina no brings back the question of our approach to security. Any client first will handle security system. And there may be one more, and you know better than I do. Say more security for one more those in service. I mean, you are no. I mean those in service. You know, say seven be one more. They are better kept to your breast and at your chest than bring it to the public domain. Adenti, Anna, why do you bring them? Keep them internally. Deal with them at the intelligence level. Now you preempt most of the issues. Then set people out. Now no, ye pe kwanyasa ye be faso ayi yeti afri assembly a yankasa ye Christian KG bit me avoid. And they bet to akafa.
The that's it. Now the ma police for impenyu for call president honno. Nsema Amina edituiga. Or say yama obema bini ne ba die. Yama Ann Roberts na F francophobia. Na che say na ehu abehye omanya pa okaya no bie isuro, and I was aware say and conform be to kwan free kran ha akọ northern part of Ghana no the police ebe park cars no some omunya 50 cars then they will patrol all of you. No, that's what I'm saying.
Because a case you are man can be uncommon and we there
were incidents of armed robbery
on that road. Yeah, on that road. Now, I mean, I say, fortunately for us, the security did very good job by going into to find out which bus left at that time and what happened and the tickets of the passengers. Something happened, but even the driver escaped with it. There was no incident where a car parked. So the security only went to brief the president and told the president, say, there was nothing of that sort. The story we are hearing is not exactly what happened. They say, Amina, I see, Obini the bad die.
The police said there was nothing to that effect. There was nothing like that.
They said there was
apparently
the police said there was armed robbery
attack. No crime. I call report to police.
The police said, the police said, there's a case that has been reported, but the exaggeration, it was so exaggerated. Say, we Bema been in the bar at Dana a man for you know.
But Maminya Kobe says, yeah, Jerry just say, Minia, Adom FM. That's same we see, the program. So, work and happiness, yeah, no, Adom, Monday to Friday, no part 10, Kobiano. Jerry Akwaba.
Yeah.
Bibi aboko there.
Bibi aboko.
And when you remember to unka na mesha na say when ya je say asemi buy na ye nyina ye de asem to ye so be ka sa abre no na eja me so maba adom na mitwa me yi kakrakra. Asemi buy ye de to ye so say ye na ya gigi asemi so ama asem anya no kre Adom FM ye de ato ho ma amanfo ekeka ho asem. Hu ni say ye fa obo mre wana.
Oh, me said na Adom kasi bu na meka no asda me de be manya me na fi so no any just send them on my money nyina say wo mi say de buy no ha ye mu bi mo ene amina na kasa cry in person but ni nyina so no aboa abie dudo na ani amehu nema bi ba no efa emra ho a ni nyina mu ne be fa say e adisua ye tese Eddie Maina, na feels a bit so I share a full form crime. Did you put me human rights issues being where to say national Omunika Mafona, Omwa Atrawa Buna, Wakupie or Efiasa, the Dona de Fiasia, Obekoshimo, Nasamokrano, Nanka, Uniform, Nelson, when you charge a Fontino, now Wakupimo was at mid a manager some Cassia is as a win Bebwa Ama. Embrano so yemre atimi akona ni me cancer protocol the rule of law no atimi akona na ni na mu so no family kan ka say addition ade mai na no e say sua bi film the teach public no sa asem ba yen ye quick to judge say ye betimi enya botra twen na asem na kọ asem dibia na judge betimi atena so abu odipa akonefo ana wabu ni bim ansa na yetimi aka say onipa semasi do e wan yi ni ya na bibisa but I mean, that case, by amafo di kan bua ne fokra wa bonten dada ansana kwako wia court dem mpu ma ye mu bi ho nso ase de odi kan no ene omo enimu number ne ade obi okra mu ba bi kunya number fi obi tibi show didi wa tempoto mo chief journalism na mo ye na obi akoma musika shemafum na mo ye sei enso ye tiwe busumi akatu ya na ebi nkakaka tie banza na ya but nyina mu no ye de aseda be manyame se ko ye ntwene mre nyina no timi akoba wiye emze meni onipa bitwa to a me ye frɛ me ma me kodi hu adanse o court last week Monday no je hona na epie mu fie no na teze me wogidi se judge na e convinced that kwan bia so bibia betimi akɔwie nti na say ye twɛn for the ruling on Monday ye nra I copy mba se si de yetimi atwa asɛm no so a aminatimi anya ditie didi mu a bibia akɔtwere ba bia etwe nje ye ni je sem de ma ye nyina
yeah, my na ho tiri kwajari minim say obre ya so aniti kona akɔ prepare na work and happiness for my man for why
Matikaba
me da say Jerry Justice adwuma Adom FM Captain Patrona Kasa sana
Nkwa say
yeah, my na ho tiri kwa there be om dia something so say we pedal falsehood.
You pedal falsehood.
Yeah,
you supported somebody to pedal falsehood,
and that you have been bought. You were in cahoots with some.
Maybe so. Are you? Do you believe, say, Amina, asemna isi wo kintampo kwa no tamale kwa no esi ana.
Court necessary.
Maybe so.
There be court necessary.
There be una me no
there be bisa questions.
Sesi ano.
Me na bisa questions. Me na bisa questions. No court necessary.
Captain.
Beba.
Because we are saying mo party I don't want to go sika and before ne. Yes I dey. Me me Google mo nkrofo ni bi o mo kan.
Meba. Say Amina. Meba Amina. Sansa so kan
okay
so kan say microphone bi da ya ne nyama ote meba
okay
maybe so
okay
is it not on your recording and I know they won't bomb on my inti
me tape na awia mebo me ni wo hasisi a awia mebo asem
because me challenge you say nema na Amina kan
I take up your challenge awia mebo no asem
ametie pa me monitor say me meeting kwa me ja meeting no and na me important meeting me jai na me tie because me person wo bo the Amina kan ya e ma no court na yen hwe say judge na o jai no say if he's being fair to Ghanaians
Captain
meba
don't go there.
Me say why?
Don't go there.
Oh, Master, that's your mind.
Don't go there.
Master, I can comment on a ruling.
Yes,
obviously.
A ruling.
I know.
Yeah, the ruling is out. And I'm talking about. I am just putting on a challenge. Say, play what Amina herself said, and then let's find out. Say, if these things really happened, say the Amina can. Hey, idea. Oh, maybe. Yeah, no problem.
With you.
Oma obitrin kwa na mibisa say nti djuma na amudi
mama no me say ye ma ye ho
djuma na amudi Ghanaians no say eyefe ema Ghana na to put this country in the position of insecurity. That's exactly what you people were doing, and helped by Amina to do it for whatever motives best known to you people. If you have more motives be a modi touch echi amudi ye someone succeed, and that is why every little thing must be court. You know why? You know why?
Maybe a captain okay
Captain is my big brother. Wait, his permission. Wait, Captain. You see,
maybe
you are my brother. You know
why? Which one?
You wait.
No, me can't.
Now you're talking about people running to court because of what they know.
Oh, yeah, obviously you can conclude what I'm saying.
What are you talking
about? You can conclude it.
What are
you can conclude it. In any case, when this thing happened, who are the people who were rushing up and down to be able, because you've been able to push somebody to go and put this country into fear.
Hey. I don't think you are being fair to the matter.
Oh.
I don't think you are being fair to me.
But you are not also being fair to me.
Captain.
Because who interview the partner who need to collaborate whatever you did, no.
Captain, you know this comment you are making is most unfair. say me you be collaborate here na ye ma okoko kan asem
but you just said here say
no me say ye ma hu tiri kwa
because you are part of it.
Ye ma tiri kwa because
you are part of the scheme.
Omo the asem to ye so say ye pedal and asem anya no.
So in with that and me bisa asem say oh tape no ha bono wa ha na oman obi an say Amina ka sensem na sa asem no esi ana right.
Say na judge asem
no journalist say me no ka say say me sorry no be per playback. So we watch on the panel me
say record ye bibia.
Mo record mo bibia Amina de no man record.
They record it. Na so me catch just say and record it.
What bunker for voices me boa. Anape.
Me see me need tape no ha sisi a. But we are my catch us me boa asem.
One boa. To say that me can na ado asem say etiwa ye kire ade kakra bi no me sakai bi. Into no. So one boa anytime I come I'll mention it.
Miss me boa Amina tape na wi.
But Amina tape no the statement the things that Amina said. Say and
but
before
I don't know the time so I don't know subject of
no that's the subject no the subject we are talking about who not already
the one person obeji atum say NDC Monkrofo be you are wrong say accusing media say any ya concocted stories in there
but obviously you know you concocted the story
until you caught
aided by Amina. You if it was a scheme, if you guys worked it on how you worked it, believe me, I don't know how you worked it. But Amina said certain things. That never happened. Now my brother here is saying that. Omoko court no. That was not even the subject matter.
The state took Amina to court.
You understand? That is not even the subject matter. Yes. So whatever you people intended to do, you've succeeded. You've succeeded. And then who the PSC are not going to say question MPP say we also opa yan court
opa court ni e kan so ni obi nya adwen asem bi ho ana obi ka asem bi ti anya court ni ana ka say ya fast can try ho
Ghanaians
sana ope
no but no I don't like that. That is what you yourself said say the judiciary and the police
question na me bisa say Obviously,
I think so. They will take the law into their own hands. No, but
I thought say when we
you're just 3 minutes to wrap up. 3 minutes.
They may kind of say what our judges and judicial service should know is that we are in for the interest of the nation at large, not for our political parties. If it's fair, it's fair. Amina said certain things. She said them. Did we also investigate to find out, say, those things that she said, was she lying or it was true? If it was true, she has the right to go away. If these things that Amina said were not true, and the court left them.
But
which one? The one Amina said, peddle falsehood, say, and Krofoni Oyamaobi, and in the 14-year-old child died. And let me say, but oh boy, now man for ati now ya say judgment now ruling now whether it's fair to Ghanaians.
Okay.
With a scaring attitude now, with the two of mine, walk up and contemplate.
What the captain here that said year before Assembly Court. Assembly Court no one more quite before no court or muko any na speculations and you be bringing ya. Knew exactly what happened there. They make Mesranamaka and they say, today, I'm praying Aminuka say, you are subjecting Amina evidence no to any proper scrutiny. I bet establish say a yenokre and I say a yenokre. So it is very wrong and presumptuous for anybody to assume say Amina Samokano na yenokre. And subjecting that's number one. Number two. Judge no ruli asem no on a case I traveled over 1.5 years. I think back when you say the state had failed in a bid to establish say indeed as someone there Amina no no cre and I say no cre and a court now uphold you.
Right.
For us to say the judge was not fair or to suggest
I didn't mention any judge's name.
I'm not mentioning your name.
Someone over Kawasama. Kana mind.
Edi enya no sa na yen twese asafu from ba
so where for for junior CPP parliamentary candidate de ma Kintampon North Kane National Youth Organizer de ma CPP kwabena da say South Tonsuomu e ba be boaye so na I didn't say de ma Ura Joshua Hamidu Akamba Deputy National Organizer de ma NDC mo amusani email ya damase mo amusani text message ya damase let's keep the peace mpamcho we free ha nya de be bo man Ghana enyina nipa baako ye kone aba obeboard ye be to aso de ama ansa na na